Well, hello there. Welcome to day 98 of our 100 days challenge. We are really winding down to the bottom of this, or I should say top, end of this 100 days of videos. And I think anybody who has followed along, watched the videos, got it all the way through the entire videos, and has left a heart on there, maybe even a comment or two. So today is Wednesday, a little chillier outside, but we're looking for warmer weather this weekend. Thankfully, I am so tired of being cold. Grew up in I grew up in Wisconsin. Born and bred. I got maple syrup in my veins, all that kind of stuff. And you know what? As I've gotten older, I've started to hate the cold more. I just never had a wintertime activity outside, nothing major. I did hunting when I was a teenager, and all I got was empty shells and the flu. So I stopped doing that real quick. Um, so now we are on to hopefully warmer things. Today, I don't really have a whole lot for today. Obviously, it's almost 2 o'clock in the afternoon, and I'm finally posting a video. I've been busy this morning. A lot of computers to work with, a lot of things to clean, all that kind of stuff. I'm going to be looking for a new job soon. My contract with my current company is running out. I am a contractor, so with that always comes a beginning and unfortunately an end. And at that point in time, it will be 2.5 years with this particular company. And as much as I know they'd like to keep me, the company that bought this company has a policy and, don't include me. Happens. I know it was going to happen eventually. Contractor life, maybe one of these times I'll find a job that I actually will get to keep. Probably not, but we never know. So, in any case, I will be giving my resume to my recruiter, and my recruiter will do his diligence, and he will see if he can find me something that is comparable and fun and educational, and hopefully somewhere in the same vein as what I'm working in now, and hopefully in the same price range that I'm getting now, because I'm starting to finally figure out life and bills and debt and all that kind of stuff, and finally able to you know do more with the money I have, which is going to be great. I'm still I'm still paying off the car that was in the accident last August. Um, the reason I'm still paying off a wreck of a car that I no longer have is because I did not take gap insurance when I bought the vehicle. No, truth be told, and you're like saying, Jerry, that was stupid of you. Now you're stuck with it. This is true, but now I have been the owner of several different vehicles in my lifetime. I have never once taken the gap coverage because I've never once had to worry about it. This is the one time that, the one incident that proves the rule. So on my current car, yes, I do have the gap coverage just in case something stupid happens again. It's what it is. All right, so so once that is fully paid off, I have 3 more payments of that left to go, which that'll be great. I'll be done by the end of the summer, and then that'll be more money back in my pocket that I don't have to shovel out for that particular thing. Excuse me. All right, so that'll be great. It's one of those things I'm trying to take care of everything I can, in life that will allow me to live more free, clearer. Like I said, getting rid of debt is the best way of doing that. Trying to lose weight, trying to get in shape, all that kind of stuff, and that is not going as well. But once it gets warmer out, I can start going on nature walks again. My girlfriend is going to go with me, and that is going to be a lot more fun. We're going to take a couple loops around Schmeekley Reserve. That'll give us a couple miles in a night after we get done with our working time, and that should hopefully do well for us all. Or do well for both of us. So on to other things. Today I made a couple discoveries of what national day it is today. Today is National Unicorns Day. Unicorns have been in Mesopotamic art and Greek art for a long, we're part of that, so it's been around for a long time. And of course, if you don't know a unicorn basically is a very stately horse with a horn out its head. They are majestic and magical beasts, said to give healing, said to be the mounts of warrior maidens, other different things that can be. Now, this is not to be confused with a Pegasus, which is a winged horse, but no horn. And then if you happen to get both, which is a winged unicorn, well, that's called an alicorn. These are the wonderful, fantastical things that you do as a gamer and as someone who likes mythology. Also today is National Gin and Tonic Day. Pour yourself a refreshing drink. If you're sworn off of alcohol, well, then have a lemonade. I don't drink a whole heck of a lot, so gin and tonic never was a thing for me, but that's what day it is today. The other national day it is today is National Chinese Almond Cookie Day. And they tell me that these are tasty, anti-inflammatory, healthy, and overall they bring good luck. So today, go out and find yourself some Chinese almond cookies, and you'll enjoy it. I always try to throw a food-related one in there if I possibly can. And, always good. Sorry, I almost had a cough there. Apparently I did not. So that's our national days today. Unicorns, almond cookies, and gin and tonic. Sounds like the recipe for a party. All right, so I'm going to let you guys go then for today. Like I said, I got 2 more days of these left, and I have to figure out really where I want to go with how I do these videos. So as always, I want you to stay warm, stay safe, be good to the environment, be kind to everybody that you meet today, because they're fighting battles that you know nothing about and you don't want to be more of a problem. Also, make sure that you're kind to animals, especially the cute and fluffy ones, but all animals deserve some respect. And as always, I tell you this because I love you and I believe in you. I want you to be kind to yourself. Show yourself a little kindness. Now, keep in mind, kind doesn't always equal nice. Sometimes you got to be cruel to be kind, and in other days, you just have to say, when I say be kind to yourself, it's something about self-care. You want to make sure you rest. You want to make sure that you drink plenty of water. You want to make sure that you are taking time to let your mind relax. Read a book, play a video game, watch a movie, take a stroll out in nature when it's nice out. But you have to also be honest with yourself. Take a really good look at yourself and say, I have some improvement that can be done. It doesn't have to be a lot of major stuff. It can be a lot of minor stuff. And it also does not have to be done all at once. As long as you're working towards a goal, it doesn't matter how far or how fast you get there, as long as you get there. Progress, no matter how little, is still progress. So I'm going to let you guys go with that. Try to do what you can with yourself today. Do all the fun stuff. Be all the kind stuff. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Cheers. Peace. I'll talk to you tomorrow.